Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by in my channel. I wanted to share with you guys a dream that I had a couple of years ago. I think it was last year, and it was a very profound and magical dream, and I feel like it has something to do with who we truly are on this planet. This is completely my interpretation. It is true for me, and if it resonates with you, great. If it's something that you connect with, then there's some truth to it for you. But just know that dreams are direct channels for you to connect with your inner self, with your spirit, with God, with your subconscious mind. Dreams are, it's your mind and your soul trying to speak to you when you're not so preoccupied with your day-to-day basis. So I always keep a dream journal and make sure that I write down my dreams and kind of interpret them through my own dictionary within myself. And yeah, it's really been helping me communicate with my inner spirit. When I have any questions that I want answered, it always works out. So let me try to relive this dream again. The dream was, I ended up being in a garden with this really elegant Asian woman. She was a little bit older, but I knew that she was a friend of mine. I knew that she was a very close friend because I felt very connected with her, and we could communicate telepathically. Like, she didn't need to speak. I could understand what she was trying to indicate to me. And in this garden, it was like a lush garden filled with flowers and birds and butterflies, and there was a fountain, and it was just very majestic, very beautiful. And she was giving me a tour of her home. It's like a white, big palace, and alongside with her son, she was giving me a tour of this beautiful home, and just was treating me so nicely, so lovingly. Like, she was like giving me books and magazines, and she was just treating me really, really like a sister, like a soul sister. Once she finished the tour, she walked me outside, and in the garden there was a row of like 50 people in an orchestra band, and they were all dressed in white, and they were playing this beautiful song. And I was so shocked, and I was just listening to the song, and I knew that they were playing for me, and they were playing this classical music, and it reminded me of this one of my favorite composers, Ruchi Sakamoto from Japan, and his song Blue, and it just very much sounded like that song. It gave me the same feeling that I get when I listen to that actual song. And I was just crying with gratitude and tears of happiness and pure joy. And I just felt this really loving presence, that I was loved, that I was being taken care of. Like, it was really nice. And I realized that the orchestra band was playing for me. And like, I actually woke up from the dream crying. I was in tears. I was like, wow, like I felt that. It felt like the most beautiful gift I've ever been given to this day, like this lifetime. I feel like it was just a gift that really connected with me, and it was just so surprisingly in tune with who my inner self is. And after a lot of reflection and kind of looking at that dream, I realized that we are children of the divine creator, that we really do deserve a life of love, of exploration, of expression, of creativity, of abundance, of unconditional love. And we're born into that when we're children. We're given so much unconditional love from everyone around us because it's just natural. But as we grow up, I think we tend to forget that we are all part of one soul family, and that we matter. And in essence, I feel like we truly should live a life that we love. Like, life is really our masterpiece, and I feel like there's this invisible force that is always guiding us, that is always taking care of us, that is just so lovingly and friendly and kind. And I feel like these days we're starting to realize that the world is so empowering. It's so friendly, it's so giving, it's so abundant. There's never lack when you realize all of these infinite possibilities. You could seriously decide what life you want to live and align with that life, and the opportunities start to become more aware or apparent to you, and you start to really tune in with the things that you love, things that you really love. Give yourself permission to realize that you deserve a beautiful life, that you are worthy of a life that you love. One of my favorite phrases about life is that living is a fine art. And I truly believe that, because it's something that we can create and design, cater to our interests, our passions, our pleasures and things that we enjoy, and what we want to bring out to the world. I know for me, it involves travel, it involves inner beauty, it involves fashion, it involves loving yourself and loving the world. And it also involves reminding people of this truth, that we are beautiful, divine creatures created by the creative. And like, something in me tells me that we're supposed to be living such a beautiful life. And once you realize that, you have so much power in the direction that you want your life to be. You don't have to live a life that's not enjoyable. You don't have to live a sucky life. You can live a life that you truly love, that you wake up and you're like, I'm so excited to just go about my day and continue creating, continue collaborating, continue being who I truly am. I just love it. It gets me really excited. So that is my dream. It's a super magical dream. I think it has a lot of meaning to me personally, but it has a huge meaning to who we are. You know, I feel that the creator, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the name doesn't matter. The presence is the being is what matters, right? I feel like that creator created us for us to understand that we are divine creatures. When we think more authentically, like when we think more true to our progressive self, to our growing self, things start to change in a way that you're like, I'm doing this through my thinking and through my alignment and through my energy flow. I'm allowing more possibilities and more ideas and more projects and more people to come into my life. All I know is that when you know that you are deserving of a beautiful life because you are experiencing this life, no one else, that you get to fill your cup with awesomeness, with enjoyment, with beauty, so that when you radiate from within, you're showing people what's possible. You're like, I'm loving life, I'm loving who I am, I'm loving you because you are who you are, and let's continue being lights onto this world. I love you. I wish you so many blessings and so much love into your life, and know that you are truly a divine person, truly a divine being, a creative person, and so much love.